Hi there, it's Phil here. Today I'm going to show you how to change the icons at the top of your Remote KeyPad and NumPad application so that each individual keypad that you use, you can have a customized icon. Let me just show you how that might look. So just in the top area, you will be able to see there that there are a number of different icons you can have that represent each of the keypads that you're using. So for instance, for me, I've got my Ecamm Live, which is my live streaming software, which I'm using right now. Adobe Premiere, Adobe Audition, Photoshop, Lightroom. There's a customized icon there for another application that I use. Apple's Freeform and a variety of others. So no matter what you might want to have an icon for, maybe you're using a keyboard, which keypad set that is related to an application, which is the most common way of using it. Or over here, I've got a set of general icons because those general icons will work across the operating system and a lot of the time in most of the applications. So what I'm going to do today is change this icon here and the keypad that you're actually looking at. I'm going to change that icon because I want to make it a little bit more nicer. It's just a generic blue icon that you get when you create a keypad from scratch within NumPad and KeyPad Pro. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to show you how to enter those icons for your keypad so it's just a little bit nicer, a little bit more design like, and that's really it. So the first thing that we need to do, and I'll show you my live keyboard, so the keyboard that you're seeing on both screens is exactly the same. The first thing you do, as you may know, to edit a keyboard is do a double finger tap. Now the one little tip that I've got is that if you need to double finger tap in the main screen area, and that may invoke you to produce a key response because keypad might think you're actually pressing one of those keys. So kind of do it in a neutral sort of area. So anyway, I'm going to hit with two fingers, and you see them in front of you here. I'm just going to hit two fingers in the middle of the screen, just like that, and that immediately brings up the editing menu for the keypad. Now what I'm looking at changing, just to clarify this, is this icon here. I can as well change the name too, so we'll show you that now. So the first thing that you need to do is literally press this little pencil icon at the bottom of the screen. If you by chance press any of the other keys, let's say I hit the return button, so I'm going to just touch the return key, that becomes a key that you can delete or copy or edit the actual key itself. Now we don't want to do that, so if we've by mistake pressed any of the keys on the keyboard, scroll up and hit the cancel button. So that takes you away from editing any of the buttons on the keypad. As I say, what we do want to do, without any of the keys highlighted in the keypad, press that pencil icon. So I'm going to press that pencil icon now. And that brings up a little menu. And here you can change the title, the icon, and the wallpaper. And this is relating to this whole keypad that we see here. So we are firstly going to change the title. So if I touch title, I don't want it to be called Calc any longer. So I can delete that, or I can just call it Calculator. You can call it obviously whatever you like and whatever it is relating to. And then I will simply hit return, and we can see already that keypad has changed the name. We want to now change the icon. So again, we're going to revert back down to that pencil icon, and I'll type or tap on the icon option. And here we have a number of icons that you can scroll through. These are default icons. There's many different things that you can use as an icon here. And there's actually two different sets of icons, one with mostly simple arrows and a few other things here. So you can use any of those if you like. The SF set is a much wider range of icons that you can choose to use. But if you want to use your own custom icon, then what you would do is you would press on the little download arrow there where the cloud is shown. So just touch that, and that will bring up an option for you on your computer to say, well, it can either look at the iCloud drive or the actual iOS device you're looking on. So if you've got an image stored on the iOS device, you can use that. If you've got iCloud and you're storing images there, so somehow you need to have got your image into one of those areas. So that's actually what I'm going to show you next, is how I might find an image to use. So let's go into my other screen, and here I've simply gone into a browser. So I'm on a web browser just here, and I've typed in to the search menu area that I'm looking for a calculator icon, and this is in Google Images. And Google Images will bring up a whole host of images that you can use. I decided that I actually like that one, just considering what's being used in the application and how that would work. So I'm going to click on that icon to bring it up. So if I just click on it, it then brings up this icon here. It says download calculator icon for free. And what I can do, I've got a window open on my Mac here that represents my iCloud desktop. I'm going to simply click and drag that image into the desktop in iCloud. If I do that, you can see that happen, and that image now is in that window. I could change the name. We know it's called Pure PNG Calculator. I think I will change the name just to keep it a little bit shorter. So I'm just going to have it called Calculator and hopefully .png. So it needs to be a PNG file. Okay, let's go back and show you the way that we would actually make this work. So here we are again, and I'll bring up both of these. So on my iCloud Drive now, if I select iCloud Drive by just tapping the screen, on my iCloud Drive we have a desktop area. So let's just show you, that's where I'm going to touch. I'll hit desktop, and now we can see that I've got a calculator icon that shows. So I'm going to touch that icon, and it looks like there's kind of two icons there, but I'm going to touch this one, and it, as you see now, is showing up with the name calculator and the icon that I've chosen. Once I've done all that, I can select done, and clearly you need to make sure you click on save changes. So once I've saved the changes, you can now see that my calculator icon, if I just switch to a different screen, you can see that this icon is the one that's now being used. So that makes it a much nicer thing. So I'm going to do the same for this general keypad that I have. So again, I would choose an icon. I need to go into Google and search for an icon. You can search for application icons in Google as well. So that's the way that you would be able to do that. I hope you've found that of use. And if you like this information and like the idea of what we're showing you, please Feel free to subscribe. I do show a lot of KeyPad and NumPad help videos, so I look forward to being able to help you in the near future. Make sure you like and subscribe to this video, and watch a couple of the other videos if Remote KeyPad and NumPad Pro, which is this application that you see here. That's the one to be choosing, and that will allow you to make lots of shortcuts for keyboard commands and use those on your iPad or your iOS device to make your whole life a lot more productive. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to helping you in the near future. Bye for now.